Hi guys, you alright? So today I am going to be talking about a few conspiracy theories, but before I get into that, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a massive thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Now if you're as far down the rabbit hole of conspiracy theories as I am, you may have heard of some of these theories, but stick with me because there's a twist. So the first theory I'm going to talk about is the Last Thursday theory, and that is the theory that this entire universe and everything we know was all created last Thursday. Or maybe not specifically last Thursday exactly, but some point in the recent past. So could be within the last week, something like that. And it's basically just saying that all we have of the past is memories. And who's to say those memories weren't just created last Thursday? The second topic I want to talk about is the Mandela effect. And the Mandela effect started because when Nelson Mandela died in 2013, several people all believed that he had already died in prison years earlier. So this is obviously some kind of glitch in a timeline, because multiple people can't just be wrong about historical events. There are also other Mandela effects, like the Berenstain Bears books that people were convinced were spelt with an E, and then they go back and they look and they're spelt with an A. Yes, I do realise I've just tried to differentiate between E and A, and as a Geordie vowels with ear, and ear, that didn't really help. Another Mandela effect is the restaurant chain in America, Chick-fil-A. Is it spelt with a K? Is it not spelt with a K? Apparently it is, but a lot of people think it wasn't. And the last theory I want to talk about is the simulation theory. The theory that we are all in a simulation, and Elon Musk has said that there is 1 in a billion chance that we're actually real, which leaves every other chance in that billion that we are a simulation. Now people have tried to come back at the simulation theory and say, oh well, wouldn't we know about it? And if you play the video game The Sims, they don't have emotions, they don't have feelings. But what if you were a character in The Sims? Wouldn't you believe that it was real? Wouldn't you take your surroundings as realistic and just believe what's around you? Maybe I'm a sim. Maybe there's someone up there playing me as a character in a game. Or maybe it's an educational thing. People just want to look back at 2018 and they want to see what life was like right now, and they're just looking back from the future. So all of these three theories can easily be connected. I mean, if you take simulation theory and last Thursday theory, well, who's to say that our simulation wasn't created some point in the last week? I mean, again, if you look at The Sims, you can create adults who have obviously had entire lives before them, but they're being created as adults. And if you want to tie the Mandela effect into this, think of how easily things are edited on The Sims. You can pause the game for a second and delete a shower, but to any sim that's inside that world, 1 second there's a shower there and the next there's not. So what if someone was just playing around on our simulation and suddenly all the Berenstain Bears books were turned into Berenstain Bears books? And what if Nelson Mandela was a character that was made in a Sims game and he did die in prison all those years ago, but then whoever's playing the game either made exactly the same character again, or they had some kind of respawn feature where they brought him back to life, he was none the wiser, everyone knew of his death, but then he came to re-die again years later. This can also explain why we think there's time travel, but we don't actually have any proof. What if it's all a VR game that someone's playing that we are part of a simulation in? And what if they can just skip backwards and forwards through time so we feel like there's time travel, but none of us have ever really done it, so we don't know if it exists. So that's a few of my thoughts on conspiracy theories. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a massive thumbs up, and if you want to check out another video, you can click over here because there's a couple right there, and there's a subscribe button right down there that you can click because I post new videos every Monday and Wednesday. And I'll see you soon.